Hello, everybody. We're going to do what is called a body scan. It requires no movement, which is the best part. So if you would like to, if you have space to, I'll invite you to find a place on the ground to lie down on your back. If you do not want to lie down, then I would invite you, if you were in the Rosh Hashanah morning services last week, you'll want to sit in your chair in the same way we prepared our bodies. So you'll want to feel both of your feet firmly on the ground and try to feel your head above. I'm going to sit back. Sorry. Yeah. And then just feel your head on top of your sits bones, which are the bones underneath all of the muscle and fat in your gluteus. So we'll begin. And traditionally, a body scan is done with eyes closed. If you do not feel comfortable closing your eyes, I would suggest lowering them or elsewhere. Otherwise, finding a way to become internal. So we can start with just a few deep breaths and feeling the sensations of the wind on your skin against your clothes if you're outside, and if you're inside your own apartment, any other sensations that may come to you there. And we can now bring our attention to the top of our head. Just bring your mind to the top of your head and imagine it expanding upwards into the sky, into the clouds, expanding all around you. If you are lying down, bring your attention to the spot on the back of your head that touches the earth, and just feel the back of your head connecting with the earth and grounding itself in there. Bring your attention to your eyelids, to your jawbone, to the back of your neck. All of these minuscule muscles within our face that we don't even realize we're holding tense, and just try to breathe through them. It doesn't happen immediately, but hopefully eventually those muscles will start to relax. And be forgiving with yourself if they do not relax immediately, and just continue to breathe through it. And we're going to bring our attention now down to our chests and to our hearts. And just breathe through whatever that brings to you. Maybe you feel your heart expanding out like our heads did. Maybe you feel your heart kind of internally inside your body moving. We had a very moving Yitzhak service earlier. Maybe you're feeling that emotion in your heart. And just breathe into that. You can slowly bring our attention, don't want to say to our bellies because there are many people fasting. So we can bring our attention to our hips and to our pelvis. If you are sitting upright in a chair, you can feel your pelvis sinking into the seat, grounding your body, grounding the upper half of your body. And sometimes I notice when my pelvis sinks lower into my seat, it feels like the rest of my torso has more room to breathe and lift. And I would welcome those sensations. And breathe through it. And we can bring our attention to our fingertips. And you do not need to move them, but if that is your reaction, I would welcome that as well. Our fingertips are sometimes forgotten or taken for granted, and there's so much sensation in them. And I think we can ground ourselves in all of the little sensations that we can gather into our body through our fingertips. They're like a portal into the rest of our body. And we'll bring our attention further downwards into our legs, into our thighs. Our thighs are these giant, meaty muscles that help keep us upright, help us lower our body and raise our body. Our thighs do a lot of work. So you can thank them for that if you'd like to, or you can just breathe through that recognition of the work your legs do for you. We'll bring our sensations, our minds down into our knees, these really bendy joints that we often feel pain in. So if in this moment of either lying down or sitting, you are not feeling pain, that is a wonderful thing to recognize. We can breathe through that. And we'll continue bringing our mind further and further down our bodies into our feet. And now our feet are doing different things if we are lying down or sitting. So I will speak first to those of us who are sitting. Feel the earth beneath your feet. If you're sitting in the farm, we have grass underneath our feet, which is spectacular. We have this amazing, uneven, imperfect earth that is maybe digging into our feet in different parts. And just feel that. Invite you to feel all 10 toes in the earth or in your shoes. And if you're lying down, normally the main part of your foot that is interacting with the earth is your heel. So just feel your heel. If your feet are turned out, turned in, maybe you've got another little part of your foot that's hitting the earth. And just feel that. We can gain a lot from just bringing awareness to different parts of our bodies, remembering that everything we have in everybody's body, some people's bodies most people's bodies look very different, but everybody's body is their vessel that brings them through this world. And we can all honor that for ourselves without judgment or comparison. And if there's another part of your body that's showing up in your mind right now that you want to go back to, bring awareness to, breathe through, relax, I invite that. Now, if you're lying down, maybe your hands are on the grass. If you're sitting, maybe your hands are against your legs. But I invite you to feel the sensation of either the earth, the floor, the carpet in your home against your hands, your own body against your hands. Maybe give yourself a little massage, kind of waking up our fingertips. If you want to massage different part of your body, your own hands, your arms. I think it's really fantastic that we can provide ourselves this kind of release of massage. It's obviously different when someone else does all the work for us, but it's fantastically autonomous that we can provide relief for our own bodies. So let's just wake ourselves up again. If you want to massage your chest, your neck, and take the time you need to breathe and come out of this meditation. And this has been a body scan. And that's all. Thank you. I'll pass it to Misha, I think. Yes.
Traditionally, we stand for the entire Neilah service. However, if you're feeling weak, if you're feeling dizzy, if you're feeling too tired to stand at any point, sit yourself down. It's all good. We're going to start with the reading that we're going to say all together. I'll say it first in the Hebrew, and then we'll read it all together in the English. It's on page 437, or page 33 in the virtual Machzorim. פתחו לי שערי צדק, עבור בם אודיה. פתח לנו שער בעת נעילת שער, כי פנה יום. היום יפנה, השמש יבוא ויפנה. נבוא שעריך. Ana elna, sana, slachna, mechalna, chamolna, rachemna, kaperna, kvosh, chet ve'avon. We read together, open the gate. Open the gate for us now when the gates are closing, for day is passing, day is passing. The sun turns home. Let us come into your gates. Please, God, spare. Please forgive. Please have mercy. Please forget. Please forbear. And please absolve. Help us overcome sin and wrongdoing. Page 34 is Ya'alet Acharneinu. And page 278 in the Blue Machzorim.
יעלה תחנוננו מערב, ויבוא שברתנו מבוקר, ויראה רימוננו עד ערב. יעלה קולנו מערב, ויבוא צדקתנו מבוקר, ויראה פדיוננו עד ערב. יעלה עיבוינו מערב, ויבוא סליחתנו מבוקר, ויראה נהגתנו עד ערב. יעלה נושאנו מערב, ויבוא למענו מבוקר, ויראה כיפורנו עד
Let's try that for a second without the musicians so we hear each other. Da 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 da. Ya da 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 ya da da da. Ya da 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 ya da da da. Ya ya da 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 da. We've done a lot of work to make it to this moment, and we've, I hope, asked for forgiveness from those we need to ask forgiveness from. We've received forgiveness, I hope, from those we've asked forgiveness from. We've forgiven ourselves, I hope, for everything that we've tried to forgive ourselves for. And some of us, over the course of these last 24 hours, have managed, I think, to utter at least one word of truth, as we were talking about yesterday. But some of us have not. We've all tried. And we have one more opportunity right now. And this is, in a way, the one opportunity, the one time where it's really available to us. Because we've done so much preparation. Because we've prepared our bodies. Because we've spoken to those we love. Because we've connected with those who have passed. Because we tried to bring our minds into the right place and our hearts into the right place. And now it's time for us to pray one more time the Amidah. That's the standing up prayer, the Shmoneh Esrei. And when we do this, let's try and bring everything that we were working on into it. And again, I'm reminding you, it's only one word of real truth that we need to say honestly. So if there are too many words in the machzor, focus on one, focus on 10. You don't have to focus on all 10,000 or so words in this prayer. Now, there's a couple things I should say before we start, which is that there are a few options for those of us who are here in person with the blue machzorim. There's the traditional Amidah, which is on page 156, and it goes through all the way to 171. But there's also the Vidui, which is the confession, and that comes on page 279 to 281. I'm going to repeat those numbers again because it's a bit confusing. 156 to 171, and then after you're done with that, it's 279 to 281. Otherwise, you can just read the alternative readings, which are on pages 270 to 285. And in the virtual machzorim, we're going to go from page 10 to page 17. And there's one other thing that I'd like to tell you, which is that there's a little dance that Jews do before they pray the Amidah. It's a very simple dance. You take 3 steps back and 3 steps forward. That little dance sounds insignificant, but I can tell you that my dear friend Daniel Hundert, who became an Orthodox Jew after being a secular Jew when he was about 15 years old, I've asked him twice in my life why he did that. And both times he said, there was something about those 3 steps back and 3 steps forward. So I don't know what it is, but let's try it out. We're going to turn to face the east, which I think we figured out yesterday was over there. And we can take our steps as we say, Adonai sfatai tiftach, ufi yagid teilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah ve'Elohei Rachel, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גואל לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה. זוכרנו לחיים, מלך חפץ בחיים, וחותמנו בספר החיים, למענך אלוהים חיים, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה מתים אתה רב להושיע. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה מתים ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה. מי כמוך אב הרחמים, זוכר יצוריו לחיים ברחמים, ונאמן אתה להחיות מתים. ברוך אתה מחיה המתים. We continue silently.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל.
I invite you all to please rise as we continue the Neilah. And I'd like to invite Julia Stone, who's going to read us the translation of the Piyut El Noa Alila. Yeah, that's the one.
Can you hear me? Awesome trickster. Thank you. Awesome trickster, wild giver, help us see that we're forgiven. At last receive what we've been given. We sweat, we cry. Why did we fast? We shed our future and our past to be alone with you at last. Remember from whom we came. All of us still play this game. At last we know that we're the same. Let this be a year of grace, when we end the empty chase. At last we rest in your embrace.
Amen. Thank you. Now, we're going to get a Moroccan melody. I think it's Moroccan and Turkish. It's a bunch of different things. For those words in Hebrew, the words that Julia read in Hebrew, we can all sing along. I think many of you here will know it. It's on page 440 in 440 and 441 in the blue booklet, in the blue machzor, and page 35 in the virtual machzor.
שרשרי תצון, לאכילה ואהילה, אישתה נעילה. ותזכו לשנים רבות, הבנים והאבות, וביצעו צהלה בשעת הנעילה. שר ישראל, אליהו גבריאל, בשונה הגאולה, בשעת הנעילה, אלוה עלילה,
In the blue booklets, we're on page 442 and page 19 in the virtual booklets. We proclaim the 13 attributes of mercy of God and hope that we can live up to those. אל הורית לנו לומר 13 זכור לנו היום ברית 13 כמו שהודעת לעניו מקדם כמו שכתוב וירד אדוני בענן ויתייצב עמו שם ויקרא בשם אדוני ויעבור אדוני על פניו ויקרא אדוני אדוני אל רחום וחנון ערך אפיים ורב חסד ואמת נוצר חסד לאלפים נושא עוון ופשע וחטאה ונקה וסלחת על עווננו ולחטאתנו ונחלתנו. סלח לנו, סלח לנו יהונתן, סלח לנו אבינו. guys been noticing that guy over there on the ladder? This is how I suggest we should drum ourselves along. Okay, both you on Zoom and us here. He was going at one point, right? You were going boom, clap, boom, clap, boom, clap. That's what it is. You're awesome, man. You're awesome. We are on 444, and here's another song, Ki Anu Amecha. 444, or page 18 in the virtual Machzor. Anu Amecha V'ata Eloheinu. Page 446 in the Machzor, in the blue Machzor, or 18 in the virtual Machzor. 15 in the virtual Machzor. This is our final confession of the day. אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, תבוא לפניך תפילתנו ואל תתעלם מתחינתנו, שאין אנחנו עזי פנים וקשי עורף לומר לפניך, אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, צדיקים אנחנו ולא חטאנו, אבל אנחנו חטאנו.
בגדנו, גזלנו, דיברנו דופים. יאי נה 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 חמסנו, תפלנו שקר. יעצנו רק, כזבנו, לצנו, מרדנו, יעצנו, סערנו, עיבינו, פשענו, צררנו, קישינו עורף. רשענו, שיחתנו, תיעבנו, טעינו, תיעתנו.
Avinu Malkeinu is on page 450. Avinu Malkeinu chatanu lefanecha. Avinu Malkeinu enanu melech ela ata. Avinu Malkeinu, let this be a good year for us. Avinu Malkeinu, remove from all your children disease, war, famine, exile, and destruction. Forgive and pardon our wrongdoing. Seal us in your book for a life of goodness. Send healing to all who are sick. Seal us in the book of meritorious acts, forgiveness, reconciliation, mercy. Open the gates to our prayer. Do it for the sake of those who went through fire and water to honor your name. Be gracious and respond to us, for we have too few good deeds. Act toward us with justice, tempered by love, and bring us salvation. Avinu Malkeinu.
Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, חננו ועננו, כי אין בנו מעשים. עשה עמנו צדקה וחסד. עשה עמנו צדקה וחסד והושיענו. אבינו מלכנו, אבינו מלכנו, אבינו מלכנו, חננו ועננו, כי אין בנו מעשים. עשה צדקה וחסד. עשה עמנו צדקה וחסד והושיענו.
I'd like to invite our shofar blowers up here. We got one. We got. We're not going just yet. I'll give you your cue. Okay. This is how the following is going to work. Okay. Because we have a number of shofar blowers, and we also have a few final words in Hebrew that we're all going to chant before the shofar blowing. It's going to go like this. We're going to chant the words in Hebrew. I'll say it. Whatever I say, you guys can repeat. You guys probably know most of these words. Once we're done with the 7 times of Adonai Hu Elohim, we're going to hear a shofar blowing coming from the screen over there. That's going to be Holly, our traditional shofar blower here at the shul. Then we're going to hear Nava, who's going to start kind of when Holly's going to wane, and then when Nava's going to wane, then Frank's going to come in. Okay, so we're going to, I think, get a pretty long Tkiya Gdola tonight. All right, here we go, and I invite you all to rise if you have it in you. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
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 Adonai Hu Elohim.
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 Adonai Hi Elohim.
Adonai Hi Elohim.
Adonai Hi Elohim.
Adonai Hi Elohim.
Adonai Hu Elohim.
Adonai Hu Elohim.
Holly, you ready? Tekiya Gedola.
לשנה הבאה בירושלים, לשנה הבאה בירושלים, לשנה הבאה בירושלים, לשנה הבאה בירושלים הבנויה, לשנה הבאה בירושלים, לשנה לשנה הבאה בירושלים הבנויה.
We got food over there and water. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, we have to light the candle. Sorry. One last thing. Here, you want to hold it, don't you? It's right here. I think you clearly want to hold it. Here we go. There you go.
No, you can't move.
Baruch atah Adonai. Let's say it together. Baruch atah Adonai. Eloheinu melech haolam. Borei li hagafel. Amen. Shana tova, everybody. Food and water and stuff is over there. Thank you so much. Shana tova.